Today, students want hands-on, career-focused work, project-based learning, and end-of-the-semester or review projects. Introducing Titan Interns. Intern teams will research, build models, come up with medical solutions, and present their findings to middle school and living environment students. Middle school living environment teachers and high school living environment teachers will make human body books to take notes and observe. How are we going to do this? We'll have pre-work where we look at the Journal of Medicine and use it to find an area of interest. The students will research, and by the end of the week they'll have a name of their practice and the system or pathology they're working on. Week 2, they will build a draft model of their body. Week 3, they'll build a final body and work with surgeons or medical professionals. Week 4, they will present in the middle school gym on June 9th, hopefully. And other stations will be a sim man, ultrasound, surgeons, ambulance, and a career link with actual medical professionals.
Each group would pick their system, and then they would say, okay, well, nervous system, they have a brain and a spinal cord, and then go into depth, pull out New England Journal of Medicine articles, think about things that they wouldn't think about. I wanted them to pick something that they're interested in, really like dive in.
Specialty.
Yeah, and like really know it, and like really be able to explain it, not just for their own benefit, but for the other
I
kids.
almost want them to make 2 bodies.
Like a practice
sloppy
one.
copy.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then so they can practice it in class. They could demo it on
Right.
somebody and practice their presentation, but actually practice like cutting into it and doing whatever they're supposed to be doing, but then making a real one
For the
that they're
real
going to
day.
use for the real.
And I thought too, like we could have like Sim Man from, like, I work at the public safety building, we could have the Sim Man come in and like he burps and farts and throws up and has, you know, veins.
Oh yeah.
So like we could do other, so that they could really go deep into one station.
They let those things come out of the building.
For me, they will. And then there's like one that delivers a baby, like all sorts of cool stuff. And then they could just kind of, I mean, not to say that they would kind of bare bones do that, but that would be more interesting for them to say, okay, these are how systems interact to maintain homeostasis. This is what homeostasis looks like in a person, in a hospital. And then what happened, and then next station, bam, they're in cardiac arrest, or, you know, their kidneys fail. Start with a healthy person, and then have them decline, and then come back to saying, okay, now we fixed them, and here they're back to this, and maybe they have to take this medicine because they're, you know, they have hypertension, or maybe they need to, you know, take this hormone because we took out their thyroid, or whatever the case may be, and kind of summarize, okay, this is what we did to maintain their homeostasis. That was my idea, or my kind of mental processing.
Okay, so our kind of our big purpose for the whole project is to show others what is needed to maintain homeostasis, but then also here are some instances where it's failing.
And how to fix it.
Right. And I mean, they could even present research. I mean, they could look up the Jarvik artificial heart, and they could look up left ventricular assist devices, and they could look up these things that pacemakers or Holter monitors, and they could see them and touch them and, you know, have demo them. Or, I mean, obviously you're not going to put some, you know, but you know what I'm saying, like a Holter monitor, the EKG, they could look at a cardiac monitor and see good, bad.
Right.
Or mechanical, electrical, they can see, okay, when your heart's pumping and we put electrodes on a deer's heart, look, it's pumping. You know, that electrical mechanical association.
I think the project can be divided into, like, we could almost organize this week 1, week 2, week 3. And I feel like week 1, there's a lot of research, a lot of have articles already printed out and ready on the different systems, and have them kind of explore the articles and find problems or things that they're more interested in, and then have them delve deeper into those specific areas. Like maybe week 1, the whole purpose of week 1 is to
just research and brainstorm,
find a problem.
Yeah.
And then week 2, they almost need to be making
They're going to need to be making
a demo body. Right? Like
How long do we anticipate it taking them to actually make the body?
What sort of stuff do we have for them to make things
Well, it
with?
was paper mache
Yeah,
stuff,
we're gonna
wasn't
have
it?
to like
Right.
work with, and we're gonna probably, like, we'll have to do this, right? We're gonna have to like, I'm gonna have to do this before I tell a kid to do it, because I'm not just gonna let them do it and be like, I don't know how we're gonna get through that. Like, I'm gonna have to fail and do it myself.
We'd like some Tuesday time.
That would probably be a good
Yes.
idea.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Because I'm not gonna have
Whatever
my
you
whole
need.
project.
Remember-
based on
We already
insecurity.
have it.
Slap
Yep,
your
I'll
copy
tell you,
on
we
the
have it.
Yes.
It's called Colleague Connection. You get
I'd
to
like
choose who you want to
colleague
work with.
connection.
Yeah, so the Tuesday department time, we're gonna be working together on planning this.
I think the kids are going to have to do a lot of this on their own. Like, it's not going to be necessarily something we can do everything in class.
But here's my next thing. I'm being devil's advocate. Just the time of the year. Are we going to get them to like do a good job outside of class?
I'm only choosing kids who want to do it, so I'm
Okay.
kind of in a different boat
You
than
know,
you guys.
Like I'm thinking, I
You
I
might
would
want to
have
do that too.
I have kids that would be totally into this. They're
Right.
going to do a great job, whether it's
Right.
in or outside of class. But then you're going to have the kids that aren't going to do anything.
Then
You give your
And I'm
kids
gonna
an
be in those.
option of what project
Yeah.
they want to do.
there you go. I like that idea. Because the whole point of
Maybe
this
the other one you have,
They do the game.
was to give kids those hands-on, real life career
But then I don't want them to
experiences.
choose the game because it's going to sound easier to them.
Yeah, but you know what? The people
Make it
that
harder.
want to do it,
Make it, add some, make it.
Yeah.
the people that want to do it are going to do it.
Yeah.
They're not thinking about, oh, what's the easiest out. If they're thinking, I want to pick the easiest out, you don't want them doing this anyway.
What
You
period
want
do you
people
have
who
for
are
your
like
classes?
interested in the medical
3 and then
field.
4 and
Right.
6.
Those are the kids who will probably
But I think
be interested in this.
even like
Period-
reading this
period
article.
3, I also have mine in period 3. Like kids who want to do it could actually come to my class
Mm.
and
Yeah.
hear like the rollout of the project.
That's
If
cool.
those that are really interested,
Yeah.
but then could still work then go back and work on it.
What,
I
what
like
do
to
you-
think of problems that are going
Yes.
to occur.
No,
It's-
that's, and it's a truth that it will happen.
But think of problems, and
That's
then
what-
we'll
those are
try
my
to come up
thoughts.
with a way to solve them.
The other day I had a PA in talking, and she was like, if you all fail anatomy, you're never going to nursing school. Like if you fail anatomy, you're never going to be a doctor or a dentist or a nurse practitioner, and like any of these things. So like, and so they heard it kind of from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
But they need
and that
to
really
hear those
and that really
things.
helped them to like. So when I gave them that article, they're like, oh, we got to read. Blah, blah, blah. What did she just say? What did she just say when she came in? It's not easy, or everybody would be doctors or lawyers or PAs or